No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. Today we'll be installing an integrated dashcam on the Skoda Octavia MK3. We're talking about a system specifically designed for this vehicle model, which integrates perfectly into the original rear view mirror housing, preserving the OEM look of the interior while eliminating visible cables. In this video, I'll show you the entire installation process step by step, from the unboxing to the app setup and testing the camera on the road. This is the dashcam kit that we'll be installing on this Skoda Octavia. This camera is available on the Mercylion website, and you can easily find it by using the search bar located on the right side of the main menu. As I previously mentioned, we'll be installing an integrated dash camera compatible with Skoda Octavia models manufactured between 2013 and 2016. Once you're on the product page, you can choose between several versions: front 2K with 64GB storage, front 4K with 64GB storage, or front 4K plus rear 2K with 128GB storage. In our case, the vehicle owner only wants a front-facing camera, so we'll be going with the front 4K 64GB version. Keep in mind that if you think you might want a rear camera in the future, it's recommended to purchase the front and rear package from the start, as the front-only version does not include the cable required to power a rear camera. If you're not sure about compatibility, you can send Mercylion a few photos of your rear view mirror housing, and they'll recommend the correct model for your vehicle. Since I've collaborated with Mercylion before, I was able to get a 15% discount code for my viewers. Simply enter the code DIY15 in the coupon field and click apply. The code is valid for all products on the website. With that being said, let's see what's inside the box. Once we open the box, we find the integrated dash camera housing securely packaged inside. On one side we can see the microSD card slot, while on the front we have the camera lens protected by a film designed to prevent scratches during shipping and installation. On the opposite side we find the two physical buttons for start-stop recording and capture. We also have three small openings, one for the reset button, one for the status LED, and one for the microphone. Inside the housing is the camera's power cable. We can also see the mounting system, which consists of two clips on the extension section that reaches toward the headliner, plus an additional clip located inside the housing. These are designed to secure the camera firmly in place while maintaining the OEM appearance of the interior. Inside the box we also find the instruction manual. It's detailed enough to help you with both installation and operation should you encounter any difficulties. Personally, I haven't experienced any issues so far, and in this video I'll guide you through the entire installation and setup process step by step. We also get a 64GB microSD card, which will be used to store the recordings captured by the dash camera. Inside another Ziploc bag we find the plastic trim removal tool, useful for removing interior panels without damaging them, as well as a microSD card adapter that allows you to quickly transfer recordings to other devices. In another Ziploc bag we find the Y adapter harness. It features three connectors, one for powering the dash camera, one that plugs into the rain sensor port, and one that accepts the vehicle's original rain sensor connector so that the sensor continues to function normally. The last item included in the box is the OBD power cable, which allows the use of parking mode. However, the vehicle owner chose not to install it, so in this video we'll be using the standard power supply from the rain sensor. That's everything included in the box, so let's move on to the installation. This is the rear view mirror housing that will be replaced by the integrated dash camera housing. Using a trim removal tool, we start by removing the upper cover. Once removed, we can see its mounting system. To release it more easily, squeeze the sides inward before pulling it out completely. For this particular model, I prefer removing the entire rear view mirror because it gives me more working space. Rotate the mirror's mounting bracket counterclockwise and gently pull it downward. Next, using a pick tool, I press the clip on the light sensor connector so I can completely remove the mirror. If you have trouble disconnecting it, keep in mind that it has clips on both sides, although in my case it released by pressing only one of them. Now that we have access to the lower cover, gently push outward from the inside along its edges and remove it. Take the Y adapter harness, but before making any connections, we need to unplug the rain sensor connector. It uses a locking mechanism similar to the light sensor with a clip that I released using a pick tool. Then using a trim removal tool, I push the connector upward and remove it from the port. Once disconnected, plug the vehicle's original rain sensor connector into the dedicated port on the Y adapter. Next, connect the similar connector from the Y adapter back into the rain sensor port, leaving only the dash camera power lead available. Now we need to prepare the aftermarket camera housing. To open it, insert the trim removal tool under the clips I showed you during the unboxing and gently release them. Depending on the vehicle model, you may need to adjust the length of the housing. In my case, I had to remove 2 extension sections. I recommend making adjustments gradually and checking the fit each time to avoid shortening the housing too much. Now we can reinstall the mirror. Reconnect the light sensor, position the mirror on its mount, and rotate it clockwise until it locks into place. Make sure all clips are properly seated before proceeding. Next, tuck the cables underneath the headliner so they won't interfere with the housing clips. After that, connect the power cable to the dash camera. All that remains is to position the camera housing in its final location and clip it into place. With that, the installation is complete. Now let's take a look at how the app works. The first step is to install the Mercylion app available on both the App Store and Google Play. After opening the app, make sure Wi-Fi and location services are enabled, then connect to the dash camera's Wi-Fi network. The default password is from 1 to 8. Once connected, simply grant the permissions requested by the app. After completing the setup, we arrive at the main menu. From here you can access full screen mode, where you'll find the start-stop recording controls. In the top corner, there is also a camera switch option for users who have both front and rear cameras installed. The main menu also includes the same start-stop recording and capture functions, allowing you to control the camera regardless of the viewing mode you choose. In the lower right corner, we have access to the camera settings, where you can adjust recording resolution, clip length, impact sensitivity, and many other useful options to customize how the camera operates. The remaining settings are intuitive and easy to configure, so we won't spend too much time going through them. In the lower left corner, you'll find the album section, where all recordings are stored. You can also access screenshots captured directly through the app. I won't spend any more time on the app overview, so let's take a look at some sample footage recording with this camera and see what kind of image quality it delivers. These were the images captured by the dash camera, and after seeing both the installation process and the final results, I can say that one of the biggest advantages of this system is its OEM appearance. The camera integrates perfectly into the original rear view mirror housing without visible cables or unattractive modifications. On top of that, installation is much simpler compared to a universal dash camera because power is supplied directly from the rain sensor, eliminating the need to access the fuse box or run cables throughout the interior. The end result is a discreet, clean-looking system that, in my opinion, is well worth the price. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.